Hello, everybody. This is Leo. I wanted to first off apologize for the mistake that I had with the time zone conversion. And I really wanted to create this video of the presentation and the slide text that I created so that you guys could have a little bit more of a sense of what maybe what's going on in the market, a little bit more on how and I got to the point of writing that LinkedIn article in which I was interested in understanding the social impact with AIs, and for me it's really keen that I have you guys involved in this discussion. So let me just go straight to the slide deck, and this was meant to be a
Hello,
joke.
guys. This is Leo AI. Yep, you guessed it. I'm not the real Leo, and that's a shame. However, normally this happens not as often as I would like, but it happens when Leo is running late and or he's in trouble. So, yeah, this case he's running a bit late, and I'm here probably. I don't want to say to save the day, but maybe just to buy some time for Leo and maybe somebody else to get and join the call. Yeah. So uh, I'm happy to meet you guys. Uh, we have a great discussion prepared for today. We're going to talk about how hybrid human and AI teams are shaping the future of work. And
All right, Leo
yep,
AI. Hey,
yep.
Leo, I'm
Mm.
here. Please.
Leo, are hold
Yeah,
on,
thank you,
guys. Leo,
assessment.
are you there?
Yeah,
Have you
I'm here.
already arrived?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Goodbye, Leo.
Okay. All right. Hey, no problem. So let me just say goodbye. All right.
Yeah,
Goodbye, everybody. Leo's here. Yeah. So enjoy and have a great session today. Bye bye.
thank you, Leo AI. So yeah, the prophecy. No, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. But hey, all right. So something that I wanted to tell you guys is right now there is a hype on AI and how can Gen AI be incorporated in the workplace, no? And we see a lot of surveys, for example, McKinsey surveys, Gallup, in which they're actually interested in understanding how CEOs, how companies will start to introduce this type of technology within their workplace. And how is this going to look? Is it going to be as an assistant or as an agent? And what type of tool pretty much would this AI would be? No, so some of the questions that have been pouring out is what what will happen actually to relationship between humans and AI? Which employees will be the most affected? And how would they be preparing for this transition? Okay, so this is a reality, this is happening, and this happened in May 2023. IBM actually, their CEO wrote a letter and saying that they would pause with all hirings, and that they will plan to replace nearly 8,000 jobs with AI. No, and this is a major type of shift in which we're seeing companies start to get involved in developing this type of technology uh, in order so that they can actually become augment some competencies and some skills and capacities, accelerate different types of how the work is done, and automate repetitive types of tasks. So this was the first intention that I saw publicly. However, we know that in September 2024, IBM is still pushing for automation. However, well, AI it's not there yet. Okay, so now it's more like a scam of outsourcing jobs to India. No, so however, the intent is there. Okay, and a harsh truth like is that there is actually a collaboration overload, no, just like Rob Cross mentions. And here it says that there is an important amount of leaders that are actually feeling overloaded, no, and according to some of Microsoft data is that 60% of our time is spent in virtual meetings and in chats, emails, and so much little time to actually deep dive and do deep work. No, so some of the hopes that we want AI to actually do for us, yes, it's accelerate. However, to optimize time, maybe augment some of our capabilities, automate some repetitive task that has low impact maybe, and help us manage knowledge within the workplace, no, and I see more and more gpts or llms going more into knowledge management and automation pretty much with the agents. Okay, so yeah, this is actually happening, and we're in a stage where there is some overload in the type of collaboration that we're actually experiencing in our daily life. No, now there's some critics that says, well, hey, is this is an AI bubble? According to the International Monetary Fund, says that 40% of our jobs will be impacted, and there's a criticism that AI is over promising, and pretty much it's the conversation is in what could happen instead of what actually is. Right now there's in generating that much revenue, and there is also not, well, at least in this investigation and research that I had to do for the presentation, there is no good data that can tell me how many jobs have been lost or gained because of AI. All right. However, there isn't any evidence right now that there's a large scale of job loss. All right. So maybe we're in an AI bubble, no? However, what Gen AI can actually do right now, it can actually see, hear, and talk, interact with the world. Models are now easier to control. Development is also being democratized. There's a lot of APIs. There's a lot of decentralized apps that use Claude, OpenAI, Llama, etc. All these big models that can actually help us build upon. No, like it says here, it's a platform so that you can play. Costs continue to decline, and within the workplace, there's this process called retrieval augment generation, which is RAG, and it works really, really good with small data, in which basically we use the foundation models, the models in which we built the GPTs based on the LLM algorithms, and instead of looking for all this big text, we you direct this the knowledge to maybe some PDFs, some documents that companies have or upload to their servers, so that GPTs or LLMs can actually help us retrieve that type of information. So there is a lot of going on with RAG processes, and right now most that's what AI can actually do, you know. And for example, here's a good example of Gemini in the workplace with Randstad. It's a case which they're using Gemini to improve collaboration, and I want to share this video with you guys. So let me just put play.
Randstad is all about connecting individuals with the best opportunities without bias, based on what is good for them and what is good for our clients. Randstad is using Gemini for Workspace to support our core values of the know, to serve, to trust. We chose to partner with Google in the space of AI because this is a very uncharted territory. Google is a tremendous force behind us to discover the value of AI in a very responsible and trusted way.
With Gemini in Google Docs, I can use the tools right there to get my work done faster. As a non-native English speaker, AI has really helped me to be able to communicate with clients, candidates, and talents in different languages. So I'm going to write a job ad for a production worker. I'm going to take the notes. I'm going to paste them into the AI assistant, and I want this to be output in multiple languages: English, German, French, Italian. Gemini AI has really taken over that task, shortening the time that's needed to actually write job ads. We want to reach the best talent pool and make sure that it speaks to the right candidates. I can speak to my colleagues in one language and Gemini automatically translates. Zo, wat vinden jullie van deze kandidaat? Harry Smith.
Ziet eruit als een interessante kandidaat. Ik ben wel ook benieuwd naar zijn beschikbaarheid.
Ik vind hem super.
Randstad is all about matching individuals to the right opportunities. And we do this by leveraging technology in a way that allows the recruiters to have more time to have meaningful conversations with their talents. We continue to build on Google Cloud because not only have we had a long-standing partnership, but it has always been forward-thinking. Efficiency in the end is just a side effect.
We use Gemini for Google Workspace to enhance our relationships internally and externally for our talents. It makes them more efficient and they can focus on the human aspect of our work, focusing on our talents, focusing on our clients, and finding the best possible solution for everybody.
Interesting how they're using Gemini. They're using assistants, and in which these assistants are helping them in specific tasks and to augment some different type of competencies and automate different types of processes, especially with employees or with clients. No, so in ChatGPT, well, in this case, OpenAI, they published the stages in which they're actually developing their AI. And the first stage that we saw in 2022, it was more about chatbots and having these LLMs as conversational language. It was the first approach. As well, we know that GPT actually was started to be modeled around 2016, 2018, and started to build from there. However, when ChatGPT published their 3.0 and 3.5 model, it was a great boom. No, so currently, right now, we're transitioning into the stage two, which is the reasoners, the AI assistants, which they're helping us in human level problem solving. Okay, they're now smarter, they have more capabilities, they have actually their system prompts that can be bigger and with memory wise, they're turning to be really good. No, so now we're going from stage two to stage three, which now they're autonomous agents. Okay, in which there are systems that can actually now take actions. What's the difference is we give a prompt, a single prompt, and this agent will actually start to have conversations with himself and trying to achieve. You can actually see their chain of thought, and so that they can achieve one specific task. No, and stage four, which isn't there yet, isn't available right now, is innovators, which they can aid inventions in some sort of automations. There's a lot of projects within biology, with food technology, chemistry. We're trying to understand how we can speak with plants, for example, and understand different type of languages. So I know that innovation in stage four is going to be real keen towards more scientific and a little bit more towards the innovations at part. No, and stage five is which an AI could be completely autonomous. It could be it can run an organization through by itself in a sense. Okay, so right now we're in stage three according to OpenAI's developing plan that they have, no, their path. So now it's important, and as we mentioned in this conversation, to understand which is which. What's the difference between an AI assistant and an AI agent? Normally, an AI assistant is what we typically use with that ChatGPT, that Claude, that Gemini, in which we are actually just chatting and having a back and forth cycle, which you give the prompt, then it gives us a response, then a prompt, then a response, prompt, response, etc. Right? So normally it's great for answering queries, organizing some information, similar to what Siri, what ChatGPT does. No, and normally with these assistants, they get better by fine tuning them. It's similar to what we do with machine learning, where we fine tune the outputs to understand based on some ground truths that you provide to the LLM, so that we can actually understand their outputs, and they can be really good to this. No, and basically what we're looking with AI assistants, they become our helpers. No, that they help us with codes, they help us with very specific types of tasks. They can act and take some roles, and they're really good at this. No, so some of the most traditional examples are the customer service, virtual assistants, generating code, etc. Right, and they're really good at handling routine and repetitive tasks. Now AI agents, in the other way, it's they're autonomous, and they can they're also built by with LLMs. However, their cycle is way shorter. And what I mean is that you just give an instruction, a prompt, and then you leave the LLM alone. Okay, and the agent will start to have a change of thought, and you can actually see and interpret the way they're resolving or approaching a different task. Normally they're more used as a strategist and with driving some outcomes. They have a persistent memory, which means that they remember what their actions, what they actually did, and they improved upon those. All right, so pretty much like automation in trade, cybersecurity, those types of agents. Marketing uses them a lot also. They pretty much handle very complex and dynamics challenges. Okay, that's the difference. However, here I see a tendency that it's not just use an assistant or an agent. What I'm seeing in the market is actually trying to see a synergy between both. All right, so that's what it means, augmentation. All right, that's when you mean acceleration, because you're using agents and you're using assistants that can help accelerate the job. No, however, there is an impact in social network. No, however, let me just play an example of an agent here done by Claude.
So I'm Sam, and I'm one of the researchers here at Anthropic. Compute use is something that we felt was going to be important for a while now. And so today we're going to be talking about a very early version we have of computer use and walking through a representative example of the things we think it's going to be useful for. We're going to be going through a quick demo today. In this fictional demo, a customer, in this case the Ant Equipment Company, has come to us and asked us to fill out a vendor request form. The data I need to fill out this form is scattered in various places on my computer. What we're going to do is ask Claude to look at the spreadsheet, check if Ant Equipment is in there,
prompt.
and if not, move
Single
over
prompt.
to the CRM and try and find some more information there. Once it has this data, Claude's going to then fill out the form for us and hopefully transfer the information across to the vendor form. The first thing that's going to happen is Claude's going to start taking screenshots of my screen and quickly realizes that the Ant Equipment Company isn't actually in the spreadsheet.
That's
So the first thing it
chain
does is it
of
swaps over
thought.
to a CRM and searches for the company we're interested in. Luckily, we get a search match, and Claude then starts scrolling through the page, looking for all the information it needs to fill out this form. Claude then autonomously starts transferring the information across without me having to do anything, and goes through the steps and fills out all the information needed. and then submits the form. This example is representative of a lot of drudge work that people have to do. This is available in the API. We're excited for people to try it, and we should expect things to get a lot better over the coming months.